You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
We're out and about and we're at the Swallows Leisure Centre in Sittingbourne, and we're going to be talking to Laura Hanley, and I know probably a fair few of you know her from Channel 4's Hollyoaks. It's a bit of an update and a catch up with a Pantomime Aladdin that's going to be happening here. Laura, firstly, thank you very much for speaking to me.
No problem, thank you for having me.
Now, we were just talking a minute ago before I started recording, and you were telling us what happened after you left Hollyoaks, and how long were you in Hollyoaks for as well?
I was in Hollyoaks for about 8 months. I played the regular part of Candy Brown. It was a really challenging role actually, because it was the first television production that I'd been involved in, so I'd never been in front of a camera before, so I got through in at the deep end, but I really enjoyed it. It was a big learning curve. And when I left Hollyoaks, I was asked to do a pantomime. I was asked to play Snow White. Now, I was a bit more comfortable. That was my background on stage.
So I was going to ask you that. What did you do before Hollyoaks then?
Before Hollyoaks, I was 19 when I joined Hollyoaks. I was left school. I was just deciding what to do with my future and my career, and I actually started studying Spanish at university, and then I got a call from my old drama teacher who told me about the audition for Hollyoaks, and it was really out the blue, very random, so I went along and I just got the part on the day. So my life changed pretty much from there, and when I left Hollyoaks, I enrolled on a course, a degree. I did creative and performing arts, and then I moved in to do my masters as well in creative practice. So I sort of went back to the beginning to study my art basically, and I did a lot of stage work, a lot of theatre, and that's how I fell into the pantomime as well. My first role was as Snow White.
Now, we're quite a way out from where you come from in Liverpool, so how did you come to hear about the pantomime here?
The company I've worked with before, Trio Entertainment, I've done a few pantomimes with them before, so they asked me to come on board. I actually have family down in Sittingbourne as well. So
you know the area?
Yeah, so it was a brilliant opportunity for me to come down, and it's a bit of a challenge as well. It's a different audience, different type of audience, so I wanted to do it basically.
So tell us a bit more about the part you're going to be playing in Aladdin.
I play Scheherazade, which is the enchantress. It's a brilliant role. Right from the start, she's sort of Abanazar, the evil baddie's sidekick. But then as the pantomime unravels, she sort of becomes friends with Aladdin and the princess, and she turns good. So it's nice to play a bit of a baddie, and then you get to be good at the end. Yeah.
Is it a nice sort of small cast that you work with on this pantomime?
Yeah, it's a lovely cast. There's a cast of 6 of us, and most of us have done work together before on stage, so it's really nice. We're at that point, I think, now where we're all really comfortable with each other, and there's lots of ad-libbing, which makes it even funnier for the audience, and we bounce off each other at the moment, so it's really nice. It's brilliant.
So are you already rehearsing, or are you at the point now where you're ready to perform?
I think we've been rehearsing now for about 7 weeks, but we do 1 day a week, so it's been quite challenging, but we're at that point now, I think, where we are ready to perform. And I've been directing as well. This is my first time directing the pantomime. I've done one before, but this is quite challenging because I'm in it, but I'm directing it as well. So I feel like the cast are now at the point where we are ready to perform, and it's just polishing around the edges now to make it even more magical.
So is it a difficult process, directing and acting, or do you find that makes it easier for you?
I've actually found it a little bit more difficult. The last year's pantomime we did, I was in it, so I could fully commit to one role, but this year it's been quite difficult to step out of role every now and again and go in to put my director's hat on and then give direction. But it's been brilliant. I've really loved it. I've done directing in the past, so it's something that I've got a really strong passion for as well, so I have enjoyed every minute of it.
Now, is this pantomime being performed anywhere else as well as here in Sittingbourne?
It is, yeah. We are doing shows up north, so we're doing one in Liverpool, we're doing Manchester, Ormskirk, Blackpool, and Kent Sittingbourne as well.
So a busy old time on the run up to Christmas then.
It is, yeah. We'll be busy right through up to Christmas and right over Christmas as well.
So just to refresh our listeners, when do you start?
The pantomime starts on the 19th of December. That's our first show, and we're here right up to Christmas Eve.
Laura, it's been great to speak to you. Thank you very much for taking the time out and telling the listeners all about your role and how things are going.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thanks very much for having me.
We are out and about, and we're continuing to talk to some of the cast of the pantomime that's taking place here in Sittingbourne Aladdin. We're now joined with Grace, and of course many of our listeners, you'll probably know Grace from Big Brother. Grace, thank you for talking to us.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
So, I was wondering if you could perhaps tell our listeners about the role you're going to be playing during the pantomime this year.
Well, I'm playing Aladdin in Aladdin. So yeah, we're excited about the whole show. It's going to be a good one. The first time playing Aladdin.
Right.
Done a few pantos before, but never as Aladdin. So yeah, I'm in all the get-up now. So we're thoroughly looking forward to it.
Is it a part that is a good part to play?
Oh, definitely. I think, yeah, everyone, to play the lead, it's good fun. But yeah, I've got the script, so I'm going to start working on it now. I've just had a baby as well, so it's going to be learning the show whilst being mummy is a bit tricky, but I'm looking forward to it anyway.
So a busy time?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
How many performances are there going to be?
We've got quite a few shows. We've got some shows, we've got like mornings and matinees, and we've got evening performances as well. So there's something there for everyone. So you can bring the kids along in the day, and then maybe if mum and dad want a break, then they can come to an evening show. But the show's got something for everyone. It's a really, really fun show. Loads of jokes that appeal to adults as well as the kids, and there'll be lots of sweets given out, so we'll keep all the kids happy. And, it doesn't matter what age, everyone enjoys a panto at Christmas. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah. How did you get into doing pantomimes?
Pantomimes just came off the back of performing, really. Primarily, I trained as a dancer, singer and actress, and then it's that time, Christmas. It doesn't feel like Christmas without doing a show, a panto for me. So yeah, it just came from from training in that industry, and then panto always comes about at Christmas time.
Grace, thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure.
So we are out and about here at BRFM. We're in Sittingbourne, and we're at the press launch of the pantomime that's going to be taking place. And we're firstly joined with Tom Hogan. Tom, firstly, thank you for speaking to us.
It's no problem at all. It's very hard.
Well, I was going to say, although it's quite obvious to me what part you're playing, obviously our listeners can't see you, so I was wondering if you could perhaps let them know what part you're playing and describe your outfit first.
I'm playing the wonderful Dame Widow Twanky, and I'm wearing a lovely multicoloured checked outfit. I'm wigless at the moment, so it looks a bit strange because I've got a big face full of makeup.
Have you ever done the pantomime here in Sittingbourne before?
No, this is my first time doing it in Sittingbourne. I've done pantomimes for the last 4 years, but never in Sittingbourne.
Okay. What other pantomimes have you done then?
Cinderella, where I played Buttons. Snow White, where I played Muddles. Aladdin before, where I played Widow Twanky. Dick Whittington, where I played Dame Wanda Fitzwarren, and Aladdin again.
So how did you get started into doing pantomimes?
My first and foremost thing is musical theatre, so I'm training in musical theatre at the moment, and I saw an advert for an audition, went for the audition, and then got a call saying, would you like to play Widow Twanky in Aladdin, years and years ago. And the company started off quite small, and every year they just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And this year we hope to bring our biggest and best show to Sittingbourne.
Now, as well as doing it in Sittingbourne, are you doing this pantomime anywhere else?
Yeah, but it's touring around a few venues. It's touring to, it's going to Lancashire, it's going to Liverpool, it's going to Manchester.
Okay, thank you very much for talking to us.
No worries, thank you.
So we're now talking to Rhys. Rhys, thank you for speaking to us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Now, you have written the play and you're also directing it. Could you tell our listeners a little bit about that?
Well, basically we have a meeting normally around December. In 12 months in advance for the production, we'll sit and discuss ideas, what title we want, what routines, maybe who we want to be in the show. And then we sit down, we write it around January, and then we'll write it again around March, normally by around Easter. It's all finished, it's done, and then November will start and we'll get into rehearsals, get the show together, and hopefully it'll be quite a good show this year.
Now, hopefully this question makes sense as such. Aladdin's quite a traditional pantomime that's been running for, years. What is actually involved in you writing it for this particular pantomime?
Well, this pantomime, we haven't got necessarily a comic. Widow Twangy hasn't got a son, a stupid son. She's got Aladdin, but she hasn't got a stupid son. We've got no one to do the comedy. So we've got Tom Hogan playing Widow Twangy, and he's fantastic. He's really, really funny. And it's a case of trying to get all the comedy to work for Tom, get people to do the right kind of things, make sure the villains aren't enough, make sure everyone is doing the best they can in the role they play.
How many other plays have you been involved in writing?
Well, writing, I've been writing for about 10 years now, so quite a few, maybe it's knocking on 150 really. Written for quite a lot of comedians around the country for pantomime, and last season I had 60 productions out all over the country for the amateurs and professionals as well, and yeah, it's quite good business.
So quite busy then?
Oh yes, it's always busy. That's why we have to do 12 months in advance.
Yeah.
We're starting to think already. We're discussing little bits of ideas for next year's pantomime, so fingers crossed we're on for another bumper year after this one. So it's not just for Christmas. Pantomime is not just for Christmas for us, it's all year round.
Well, thank you very much for telling us all about writing Aladdin here at Sittingbourne.
Yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you at Christmas.
So we're now joined with Darren and Kev. Both of you, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us during this press launch of Aladdin, which is taking place in Sittingbourne nearer Christmas time.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Now, you're the owners of the company, is that right? Or
Yeah, we set up the Pantomime Company in 2007, based in Liverpool, and we've been producing pantos ever since, really, haven't we? We've had 7 shows, is it now, we've done?
Yeah.
So we've always done them northwest based. We've done one in Northampton, and then the opportunity came to come to Sittingbourne, so we decided to try and hopefully follow off the success of the previous pantos that have been here.
I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about the cast that are going to be in the pantomime here in Sittingbourne.
We've also got Hollyoaks as Laura Hanley, who is best known for playing Candy Brown in the hit Channel 4 soap. We've also got Gary Doyle as Abanazar, Lauren Booth as Princess Jasmine, and Frankie McGee as the Magical Genie. And
of course, the 2 cast members we spoke to as well.
Yeah, Grace and Tom.
Grace is best known for a part in Big Brother, and then you've got Tom Hogan, who's a rising comedy star in the Northwest, and hopefully he'll go down well here in Sittingbourne. So it's quite a good cast, really.
So we've been lucky enough to talk to members of the cast of the Pantomime Aladdin taking place here at Sittingbourne, but I've no doubt one of the things our listeners want to know is when they can come along and see this pantomime.
Yeah, well, the pantomime's on from Wednesday the 19th of December through to Monday the 24th of December. We're here for 11 performances, morning performances, afternoon and evenings. Ticket prices are range from £7 up to £9, so really good value for money. And we've got school packages available from £7.50, which includes a drink and a snack for the children, and teachers go free. And more information can be found by calling the box office, which is Sittingbourne 420420, or via the website, which is www.swaleleisure.com/swallows.
Thank you very much, both of you, for telling us all about the pantomime and obviously your company and how it works.
Yeah, well, thanks for having us, and we're looking forward to being here in December.